The Warrior's Redemption, a tale of Wonder Woman. In the heart of Themyscira, an island hidden from the world, Diana of Themyscira, also known as Wonder Woman, stood on the edge of a cliff, gazing out at the endless expanse of the ocean. The golden sun kissed the turquoise waters, and the cool breeze carried the scent of salt and wildflowers. It was a serene place, untouched by time or man. But Diana's heart was anything but calm. For centuries, she had fought to protect humanity. She had stood against gods, monsters, and men who sought to destroy. But now something felt different. The world had grown more complicated. The lines between good and evil blurred. Diana had always believed in truth, justice, and compassion. Yet the modern world seemed to challenge her ideals at every turn. This time, her mission would take her to a small, war-torn country in Eastern Europe. A shadowy organization called Vortex was rumored to be destabilizing the region. Intelligence suggested they were experimenting with ancient artifacts to harness supernatural power. Diana's duty was clear. Stop them before they unleashed something catastrophic. The call to action. Disguised as Diana Prince, she arrived in the bustling city of Corvin, where refugees and soldiers mingled under a constant cloud of tension. The streets were filled with whispers of fear, rumors of strange lights in the mountains, and disappearances in nearby villages. Diana rented a modest room above a bookshop owned by an elderly woman named Mila. The shop was a haven of knowledge, filled with dusty tomes and forgotten stories. Mila, with her sharp eyes and kind smile, seemed to sense that Diana was no ordinary visitor. "You're here to help, aren't you?" Mila asked one evening as they shared a cup of tea. Diana hesitated, then nodded. "There's a darkness here, Mila. I intend to bring it into the light." Mila's face grew serious. "Then you should know the legends. The mountains hold an ancient temple, said to be the prison of a god who feeds on despair. Vortex might be trying to awaken it." Diana's heart sank. She had faced gods before, and it never ended without loss. Yet she couldn't turn away from her mission. The hidden temple. Guided by whispers from the villagers and her own instincts, Diana ventured into the mountains. The journey was treacherous, the paths narrow and shrouded in mist. Yet, she pressed on, her Amazonian senses attuned to every sound and movement. After days of travel, she found it, the temple. It was carved into the mountainside, its massive stone doors adorned with inscriptions in an ancient language. The air was heavy with an unnatural stillness. As she stepped closer, Diana's keen eyes noticed fresh footprints leading inside. Vortex was already there. She drew her sword and shield, her golden lasso coiled at her side, and pushed open the doors. Inside, the temple was a labyrinth of dark corridors and echoing chambers. Symbols of a long-forgotten god adorned the walls, glowing faintly with an eerie light. Diana moved cautiously, her every step echoing in the oppressive silence. In the central chamber, she found them Vortex agents in dark uniforms, led by a woman named Dr. Celine Krieger. Krieger was a scientist turned zealot, her obsession with power driving her to unlock the secrets of the temple. She held a relic in her hands, a black orb pulsing with energy. "You're too late, Wonder Woman," Krieger sneered. "This artifact contains the essence of Moros, the god of despair. With it, we will reshape the world in our image." Diana's voice was firm, her eyes blazing with determination. "You don't understand the forces you're tampering with, Krieger. Let it go before it consumes you." But Krieger ignored the warning. She activated the orb, and a surge of dark energy filled the room. The walls trembled, and a deep, guttural voice echoed through the chamber. The battle against despair. The essence of Moros began to take shape, forming a towering figure of shadow and flame. Its eyes glowed like dying stars, and its presence filled the room with an overwhelming sense of hopelessness. The Vortex agents scattered in terror, but Krieger stood her ground, her face a mix of awe and fear. "Grant me your power," she pleaded with the god. But Moros had no interest in sharing power. With a flick of its hand, it cast Krieger aside like a rag doll. Then it turned its gaze on Diana. "You dare challenge me, Amazon?" the god roared. "You who have known loss and doubt. You cannot withstand the weight of despair." Diana tightened her grip on her sword. "I have faced despair before, and I will face it again. But I will not let it conquer me, or this world." The battle that followed was fierce. Moros wielded the power of despair, its attacks designed to break the spirit as much as the body. Memories of her past, of lost comrades, of sacrifices, flooded Diana's mind. For a moment, the weight of it all nearly brought her to her knees. But then she remembered the lessons of her mother, Queen Hippolyta, and her sisters on Themyscira. She remembered the faces of those she had saved, the lives she had touched, and she stood tall once more. The power of hope. Drawing on her inner strength, Diana used her lasso of truth to ensnare Moros. The golden light of the lasso shone brightly, cutting through the darkness. "You may be a god," Diana said, her voice unwavering, "but even gods can fall. The truth is, despair is not stronger than hope." Moros writhed and roared, but the lasso's power was undeniable. With a final surge of strength, Diana shattered the black orb, severing Moros' connection to the mortal world. The god let out a deafening cry before dissolving into nothingness. The temple began to collapse, its ancient magic destabilized. Diana raced through the crumbling corridors, her Amazonian agility allowing her to escape just in time.